I've just spoken with President Fain of the United Auto Workers. And let me say a few words about the UAW and the big three automakers, Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis. They have reached a historic agreement and a hard-fought agreement that was really battled for a while, but it was all done in good faith. And these record agreements reward auto workers who gave up much to keep the industry working and going during the financial crisis more than a decade ago. These agreements ensure the iconic Big Three can still lead the world in quality and innovation. Due to the commitment and solidarity of the UAW workers, willing to exercise their right to collectively bargain, they've won a record contract with over a 30% increase in wages, greater retirement security, and more paid leave. And the commitment by the Big Three to create more full-time middle-class jobs and invest tens of billions more dollars in plants and factories building automobiles' future here in America. I applaud the UAW and the leaders of the automobile companies for agreeing that all the workers on strike and all those who were walking the picket lines on behalf of the UAW, brothers and sisters, can go back to work immediately, even before the vote is taken. Ultimately, the final word on this contract will be for the UAW memberships themselves in the days and coming weeks as they vote. But here's what I know and what I shared with the United Auto Workers I met in the picket line. I've always believed that the middle class built America and that unions built the middle class. And that's especially the case for the United Auto Workers who built the iconic automobile industry. For too long, in my view, the economy hasn't worked for working people and for middle class folks. Because when they do well, by the way, everybody does well. That's why I came to office determined to build an economy to build from the middle out and the bottom up instead of the top down. It's a critical piece of worker power, and is showing how collective bargaining works by providing workers a seat at the table to honor their contributions to their employer's success by securing pay and benefits that can raise a family on and retire with dignity and respect. It's showing how collective bargaining works for companies, how strong relationship between workers and management can mean record profits leading to record contracts. We're also seeing it across the board for the UAW workers. We're seeing this everywhere. Rail workers, port workers, Teamsters, writers, health workers, and workers on other industries organizing and by collective bargaining. Folks, look, today's historic agreement is yet another piece of good economic news showing something I've always believed. Worker power is critical to building an economy from the middle out and the bottom up, and so is economic growth. We just learned that our economy grew 4.9% the last quarter, the highest growth in 2 years, just as inflation continues to come down. We have more to do, but we're finally beginning to build an economy that works for working people, for the middle class, for the entire company, the entire country, including the companies. Because when we do that, the poor have a ladder up, the middle class does well, and the wealthy still do very well. We all do well.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.